Good evening everyone, and a warm welcome to Mystery Monday, live here on Facebook, and thank you if you are catching the replay. My name is Lucia Vicentine and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. As you hop on, do say hi. Would love to know who's about. Would love to say hi and have a little chat as well. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. We didn't actually get up too much on the weekend. It was a nice quiet weekend here, so just trying to get some things organised. Just quickly, I won't be on next Monday either. We're actually away in Tasmania. Got a nephew's 18th birthday, so we'll be there for that. Good evening, Jackie. How are you? The designer series paper sale on selected designer series paper is still happening, so it is 15% off until the end of this month. So as you're ordering, just check to see that the papers that you're ordering are 15% off. There is one Christmas one there, and the rest are gorgeous anyway, so do check them out and see what is there. If you earned any bonus days coupons, remember you only have until the 30th of this month, which is actually on Friday. So do make sure you redeem those by Friday, so that you can get your $9 off whatever you're purchasing. That would be good. What else do I have to say? That's probably about it. I'll pop my host code up before we go. I'll just wait till a few people get on as well, so I'll just have a little chat. I do have 3 spots left for my class, and I have some cards designed, so I'll show you those at the end of the live. New mini catalogue is almost live. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th of next month that it goes live, so we've only got just a little over a week before that starts, which will be fantastic because there are some great new products in there, which I will show you tonight. One of the products that are in there, we are actually going to be using decorative trees tonight, and I'm trying to use up a lot of Christmas things because John and I are actually away from the end of September, so I won't actually get a lot of time to use Christmas stuff before Christmas, so I will try and work through as much of it as I can now before we go. And I said no live and host code. So do you know what? We might just turn over and get a little started. So hello Renee and Joan, and hi Natalie. How are you all? Oh my goodness, I nearly pressed finish. That's not what we want. Let's go turn over. Alrighty. So, what I am using tonight is this one here called Decorative Trees. We'll go over this way. Hopefully it won't be as shiny. It's still, sorry. And the dies, but I will show you the dies in a little bit better light because I have cut them all out. I haven't stuck them down yet though. So these are all the gorgeous dies. So we have got this tree here, which that doesn't actually cut out. Okay, so that tree is a standalone tree then, but you could actually cut that out with this, would be fine. But the other thing that you can do with this is layer things with it. So all of these, or not all of them, but most of them, you can actually layer over the top, which means that you can do 2 colours. No, I'm not getting my craft room back, Joan. We did have some plumbing fixed, well, the pipes that we thought it was fixed last week, and we had storms over the weekend and it's still leaking. So we now have to go to option number 2, 3 or 4, whatever it is anyway. So yeah, it'll be a little while yet. So like I was saying, most of these will fit on the top. So you could do these little layers here, say this one in gold, and your ivory or whatever underneath would look gorgeous. You could do this one in glimmer paper, and then pop that over the top, so you would have all your baubles coming through, looking like it's all shiny. We do have some, you could use as tinsel. You have some bows you could use for decorations. There are baubles. There is a star, so there is actually a stamp for the baubles and the star as well. This little one here does the bow. And these two are the bases of the trees, so you can have a larger base or a smaller base. And this one here is quite cute. So for tonight, I've actually got this one here and this one here are the two that I'm concentrating on tonight. Hello Anne, how are you? So that's what I'm using. I am not going very traditional either, so I will show you what I mean by that as we go along as well. So what I am doing is a slimline card tonight. Good evening, Glenda. So with my slimline card, I'm using thick white, and I have gone 21 centimetres, which is the width of the cardstock anyway, by 20, and then I've scored it at 10. So then my card will actually be 10 by 21. Okay, then I have, I'm going to say that one is a centimetre smaller, probably 2 centimetres smaller actually. So that one's 19.5 by 8.5, and then this one I've just done the 0.3 mils larger, and I've done this in Summer Splash. Okay, so and that was just my envelope, sorry. So I'll get rid of all of that because what I actually want is this here. And like I said, the stamp set I am using, or the stamp I'm going to use, is this little guy here. So he was one of the stamps here, so this one here. And I am using a different combination, I've done that the wrong way again, a different combination of colours. So I have got Highland Heather, I've got Pretty in Pink, I've got Summer Splash, I have got Peach Pie, and I've got Boho Blue. So it will be a little bit of a colourful Christmas. So let's get started. I'm just lining up my piece of cardstock here. Like I said, it is 19.5. So I'm just going to line it up so it's centred between two bits of grid paper, just so I can find, I'd like to find the centre of it. Because I've got 5 colours, I'll be doing 5 trees, and I want to make sure this one here is in the middle. So I will pop that there. The other thing I am going to use tonight is a water spritzer. Or it's a spritzer, which I have water in. Hello Lee, how are you? It's a really different colour combination, and for me, I don't use lots of colours when I stamp anyway, so it is quite something that's quite different for me, at least anyway. So the spritzer and this stamp set, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a watercolour look when I'm doing it. So like I said, I will start off with the Summer Splash. I am going to ink up my stamp. I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit because I just don't want to get everything wet, if that's all right. Because what I am going to do is with my spritzer is give that a few spritzes so you can see it's quite wet there. Pretty dry there. Bring that back in. Like I said, so I can find halfway, and we'll pop that right about in the middle somewhere. And it just gives it a little bit of a watery look, okay? We might even put a little bit a little bit more water on the next ones as well. Just going to get my chamois and give that a bit of a clean. And now I'm going to go with my end ones, just so I can get everything central. So I am going with boho blue. Again, just inking that up. Take that out of the way again, and we'll just give it a bit of a spray. The wetter it is, the more watery, obviously, it will become. This is why I'm using the thick white cardstock, so that it will actually take the water a little bit as well. So there's that one there. And then, like I said, now we'll work on the other end, which is Highland Heather. And this is a nice technique to get a little bit of a watercolour effect without actually having to do any watercolouring. So I suppose it's a cheats watercolour, really. Yeah, I much prefer this. I like to make sure things are kind of a little bit, it's a bit drippy, kind of a little bit even. So, pop him up there. I'm just going to wipe up my drips that I'm getting on my, sorry, if you end up with too much water, just wipe it up, all good. Yeah, it is definitely on purpose, John. So now I will go in with Peach Pie. Like I said, I'm just moving everything out of the way just so I don't wet everything mainly. And you can go quite close. The closer you go, the wetter it's obviously going to become. Good evening, Helen. How are you tonight? And we'll pop him in there. Yeah, see how the wetter it is does give it quite a nice effect. And then, last but not least, we'll go Pretty in Pink. Sorry, I'm just going to wipe some of this water off because otherwise it'll get a bit drippy. And give it another good spritz. And bring my card back in. Go. So that is our stamping done. Give him a nice clean. So there's just a few other little things I was going to do to this too. So I've still got all my ink pads open, because what I would like to do now is just do a little bit of spritzing. Now I don't have the blends or the markers in the ink colours, so because I don't have them and I want to do a little bit of spritzing, I'm just going to use what I have on the inside of my lids here and just spritz it over my cardstock. So I'm just going to make sure there's a little bit of water coming out of these. Pick up some of that ink. And I don't want a huge amount, I just want a little bit. And I'll show you because you probably can't see anything, but there's just a little bit of spritzing there in the colour, okay? I'm just going to get some paper and just clean that brush. And now that I've used that colour, I will close it. as we go along. So the way I have actually got the ink in the lid is by just pressing on the back of the ink pads, and you end up with a little splotch of ink on the inside there. So again, I know I've just cleaned it all off, but I'm just going to make sure it is a little bit damp. Pick up some of that colour. And again, spritz it down. Like I said, because I've only got just a plain background, this is just going to give us a little bit more interest in the background. Again, don't want it too wet, but just a little bit. I think the darker the colours, the more they actually come up too. So all I'm doing is just running this clean. So now we've got pretty in pink. Again, just pick up some of that colour. And it's just giving a really fine splatter. I will hold it up in a moment as well so that you can see. So that was pink. Oh my goodness, I can see where all my splatters are going now. They're all over the top of my table. Oh, I'll just get a little bit more ink in that one. There you go. Okay, and that's given everything else a little bit of time to dry, the trees at least. They're my colours. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to wipe up here a little bit because I have got colour splattered everywhere, so do be careful when you're doing it because you will end up with colour all over the place. And I do have a lid for that. So we've got that with our little bits of splatter all over it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is introduce, and you can actually decide which one you think you would like best. I'm either going to pop those on the top, or I'm going to pop the fuller tree on the top. Which ones do you like best? Because I've got them cut out in both. So what I have done is I have cut them all out with the dies. So I did show you the dies earlier. So I've used this little die here for these guys. And then I've used this one here for those guys. And then I have put the adhesive sheet behind it. The coat hanger one. Yep, okay. I do like that one because it's quite sparse too. So the adhesive sheets actually come with 12 of this size sheet in them. And they are fantastic. So I've actually put the adhesive sheet behind, mixture. Oh, I hadn't thought of a mixture. Can do. That could be different. The adhesive sheets are $20.25 for, like I said, the 12 sheets. So you actually get a fair bit in them too. I always forget to use them. Anita's not here at the moment, but Anita always reminds me that I should be using them. So if we did a little bit of a mixture. How about we kind of do, I don't know whether I said hi, Barbara, but hello, how are you? I hope you're well. How's that? That's actually not bad. I don't mind that. Alrighty, let's just get these dies out of the way so I don't lose them. Sorry guys, I am putting them away because otherwise things have a way of disappearing. Ah, brilliant, that's good. We think alike. So I might pop these ones down first and have the others sitting over the top. Now, this is the adhesive sheet that I'm just now peeling off the back. I'll try and make sure we get it as straight as I can. And that's going to stick every little bit down because we've used that sheet behind it. Might even be easier pulling it from the bottom actually. Let me just grab, I take your pick tool. Get that backing off. Sorry, I've got my glasses on. Because my glasses on, I can't see properly. I really need to take them off when I'm doing close-up work. Yeah, probably just as good taking it off from the bottom, from the top. Okay. Oops. A little bit of slippage. Oh, a little bit crooked at the bottom, but he's fine. We can live with that. Yes, I did have my take your pick tool, thanks. And it is really, really sticky stuff. So because these are so fine and delicate, it does pull it away a little bit. So let's just take these other little side bits off. Must have had a join in this one. So has anyone else started their Christmas cards yet? Or is it just me because we've got the new mini coming out? I find if I don't start them early, I don't actually get enough of them done in time. How's that? They're quite pretty, aren't they? Probably wouldn't even need to put them on all of them either. Like you could just do the 3 if you wanted to. Do you know what? That's kind of bugging me a little bit. How's that? I can lift that up and straighten it up a little bit. Brilliant. I don't know whether that's much better, but I feel better now. There we go. Let me take the glasses off, this will be better. Correct. That's why I need to get my Christmas cards done early because our whole family has their birthdays in November, October, November. We start from the 21st of October, sorry, to the 24th of November. So our silly season actually starts in October. There you go, that one there. And then one more. And again, got those glasses on, sorry. Okay. How's that? And we can use those other ones on another card now. So, what I was thinking, so I've got the... Oh, thank you for joining, Glenda. I hope you have so much fun playing with this set. It is so cool. And I've seen a lot of traditional cards done with it. I think Angela Moritz-Reed tomorrow night is going live, and she's doing it, but in more traditional colours, which is just gorgeous. So I am just going to glue that down. Thank you, Barbara. So like I said, I've only just got a small border on this. Alright, let's just turn it over and smush it down that way. Wonderful. And then we'll pop it on a card base still. So what I have done, and I'm sorry, I wasn't quite sure how long this would take me, so I've kind of done a few different things earlier. So I was going to do my sentiment in black, and I have embossed it in white. So I was either going to do Season's Greetings or May Your Days Be Merry. Now, May Your Days Be Merry is from that stamp set. The Season's Greetings is actually from an online exclusive, which is Greetings of the Season. And that is... Oh, I may have got it from somewhere else. That's the Season's Greetings there. I think I did get it from somewhere else. Let me see. Oh, it's actually from the same stamp set. So both the greetings are from the same stamp set. That was a bit of a lie, really. Or the other thing was using May Your Days Be Merry, but actually chopping it all up. Probably won't do the B on its own. I might do the Days B, because otherwise it's a little bit too small. So our other option is that kind of thing. Oh, I never have any left from the year before. I've probably got the odd few, and that's all. I think that's a little bit too small looking at that on the screen. But left whole, yeah. No, like I said, I think you're right. That's for the length of card. I think that's just looking a little bit insipid. And even that one, I think I'm going to go with that. But let's just see what else we can do with this as well, because I always have my really big rhinestones left. So instead of putting stars on the top of these Christmas trees, I did think we could probably put the silver rhinestones and go the really big ones. So let's have a look what I think of that. I don't mind that. There you go. So we've actually got a little topper on our trees then. Might just move him up a little bit further to cover the green. So now that I've got a little bit of silver in there, Season's Greetings, yeah, I like it. I really love the sentiments cut up, but I just do think that that is too small for this card. On a little note card or something, I think that would be quite sweet. So what I'm thinking then is going that with our rhinestones, but what I also have is our silver. This is from the gold and silver combo, but again, I think last time I actually did cut it in half as well, and I think I might do the same this time because it's just a little bit, because it's stiff, it's a little bit it's not going to do its own thing. Well, it is going to do its own thing is the problem. It's not going to do what I want it to do. So if I cut it in half, it just makes it that little bit thinner and a little bit more pliable. Let's see what I can come up with. Just so that we can introduce the silver a little bit more into this as well. Let's go a little bit more. Going over the yellow, yep. Alrighty, thank you, ladies. Like, we probably could have even gone a sentiment that was a little bit larger, I feel, too, because of the size of the card. But when I look at this, the only other thing is our Christmas tree, which was probably just as big anyway, which probably would have been good because it is a whole heap of trees. So let's just see. I'm not actually going to tie a bow. It's too full. Let's we do that kind of thing. We might pop it down there. So I might just get a glue dot. Just use my scissors to keep that in place for a little while. Grab a dot. And put him down. Make sure it's kind of looking like it's the right way up. And then we might pop those onto dimensionals as well. Thank you, Joan. Let's pop some dimensionals behind here. I'm just going round using all those little edge bits like I was showing you on Thursday. Don't waste anything. Always use all those dimensionals that are around the little hexagonal ones in the middle. Okay, Seasons there. greasings there. Okay, and let's get our card base. Oh, actually, before I put it on, I might just do, we should do another little tree on the inside of this. And even if we just do a half a tree, and we might go the summer splash, because that's what we've used as our mount. I'm going to put that underneath my card so I don't get it all over my, and I might just stamp that off as well, just so it's not quite as dark. There you go, just a little bit there, so not too much. And then I did have my envelope here as well. We could do the same thing to our envelope also. There you go. Put that out of the way. Move him. And nearly lost my card. I might actually pop that on dimensionals even. I think would be nice. But I think I do have to open a new pack of large ones. I think I'm nearly out. Alrighty. So has anyone ordered much from the online exclusives in Christmas? Because there are some gorgeous things on the online exclusives at the moment. That's where the majority of my Christmas has come from so far. Oh yes, those lovely storms last night. Like I said, we had a little bit more water inside, so we'll get that sorted later. But it did come down very, very suddenly. Okay, so I can't remember what. So if you're making your card and you can't remember what you've allowed for the mount, I always put my card on there back to front so I can actually see what there is before I stick it down. So then when I do go to stick it down, actually I like this side of the card better. I kind of know what I'm doing then. I've got more chance of getting it a little straighter. I could have even done that a little bit smaller, which I might just fix that up a little bit as well. So that is our little card from tonight. Now, oh, do you know what though? That means that that's on the other side of my card. That's all right. I'll do one on the inside here as well. Didn't even think of that when I was doing it. Let me see. And this was another one that I did earlier. So I've actually put a little bit of embossing behind that, and I have just used the same tree all the way through that one. My season's greetings, and I didn't even put any diamantes or anything on this one. The rhinestones, I've just left it as is. Actually, that'd be nice with the little diamantes on the top of that as well, I think. And that was another little one I did too. So I've just used the May Your Days Be Merry as a complete piece there as well. And I was having a little bit of a moment because I didn't remember that in the dies there is actually a star. Mind you, I think the star's a little bit, I think it's a little bit big for the top of the tree, or at least because I've got so many trees on there. So I actually got my star from the little TV set from Tune In Dies. So I actually used one of these for my little star on top, for these ones here. And I think that worked just as nicely, and it was just, like I said, that little bit more delicate. And I have got a whole heap of Wink of Stella on this one, because with this I didn't use the aqua painter. I actually used one of my old Wink of Stella brushes and did my spritzing. So I don't know why I changed that, but you could also do that little bit of Wink of Stella on the top as well. So they are my few little cards from tonight. Like I said, I might just do him a little bit smaller. You can just move him ever so slightly, I think. And then I can cut off my ends a bit more as well. But what I did want to show you as well, thank you to those who have signed up for my class. I do only have 3 kits left now. But these are just a quick little sneak peek of some of the cards we will be making. Some of them aren't completely finished yet. This has got a big satin bow coming on the top of it, but I don't have the satin yet. And then I've got a step card as well. So they will be the cards. If you would like to join in, it is online. Anyone can join in from anywhere. And even if you are overseas, I can't mail the kit, but I can send you a PDF for $15 as well. So you can still take part that way and join us with our live as well. So here are all my little cards again. Oh, I did say I had a host code too. So there is my host code. I'll just pop him on the side. So if you do order anything, that would be lovely if you could use that. Catalogues have gone out in the mail as well, so they are on their way. And I did hand deliver a whole heap today as well. So some people did get theirs today too. So thank you very much, much appreciated. If you do love the cards, just give me a little heart or a like, would be lovely, thank you. And if you'd like to share, that would be great too. Sorry, I must have flicked that up. So have a lovely week, and I will see you all Thursday, and if not Thursday, on Monday night. For anyone that's in Melbourne, I will be up at Billy's tomorrow as well doing coffee and cards. So if you would like to join me there, please do. Would love to see you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, everyone. Bye.